You know, this is two elite level fighters, and probably one of the first times in many years that a credible world champion has come to face, in my opinion, Britain's #1 fighter. You know, I liken this to Calzaghe against Kessler or Hatton against Costa Zoo. It's one of those big British fights, an opportunity for Carl Froch to become a 3-time world champion, and everything that he's given to this sport over the last probably 5 or 6 years, he deserves this opportunity. You know, he's a tough man for taking up this opportunity. We had easier options, but that's not what Carl Froch is all about.
How difficult a fight was this to make?
It's very difficult. I said earlier that it was, I hate to sound like Ian Holloway, but it's like when a girl's really interested in you and you're not really that interested, she wants it more and more and more. And that's sort of what happened. You know, they came on to us about the fight. We talked initially about a two-legged fight, one in Montreal, one here. And in the end, me and Carl spoke and said, look, we'd love to fight Lucian Bute, but we really want to fight in Nottingham in the summer. You know, and they come on and said, oh, what about this? I said, look, you know, I don't want to waste your time, but we want to fight in Nottingham. So go away, find yourself another boyfriend, or find yourself another fight, and good luck to you. And they come back and back and back. So it shows how much Lucian Bute wants this fight. Shows how confident that he is in this fight. And, you know, Carl said earlier, does that mean he's confident or he's stupid? I think he's just confident. I don't think he knows what to expect coming to Nottingham. And in that arena, it's going to be a bear pit. It's going to be a great night. But it's a great fight. It's a true 50-50 fight, and that's exactly what we want.
Do you think this fight has caught the public imagination? What sort of feedback have you been getting from the media and the fans on the websites, that type of thing?
Well, tickets go on sale in about 50 minutes. We're Monday now. I'll be very, very surprised if this fight wasn't sold out by the end of the week. That's how positive the response has been. So either way, it's going to sell out in weeks. It just doesn't happen that often. You know, and you saw on Saturday night, Brook versus Hatton, 10,000 in that arena that night. This is a much bigger fight than Brook v Hatton. You know, so on that basis, and Carl's, you know, profile, which has gone through the roof since coming back to Sky Sports, this is going to be a big selling fight and a great fight. I think that the public understand the fights, you know, and they understand this is a big fight. So everyone's going to want to come from this, not just in Nottingham, but all over the country.
If you had an unlimited capacity, how many tickets do you think this fight could sell?
It depends just how it captures the imagination. I believe it would sell a minimum of 15,000, and it could go up to anything like 25,000, 30,000. But we're going to see shortly, because when you get those ticket receipts from the first day, that's when you look at it and you go, blimey. And that's what we did with Brook Hatton. First day we did 1,800 tickets. Now, it doesn't happen in boxing anymore. So, and for this, I think we'll do 4,000 or 5,000 in the first day. So we'll find out. Maybe you should ask me again tomorrow.
After this fight, presuming Carl wins, what's next?
I mean, I wouldn't look past a fighter like Lucian Bute, but the fight that Carl really wants is a rematch with Andre Ward. He didn't perform well that night. Andre won the fight comfortably, no excuses. But I think he would like to prove to himself that he can do more in there against Andre Ward. Kessler is a massive fight for us. You know, Durrell's been talked about as well. There's huge fights, but this is one to make sure we win first. You know, there's domestic opportunities as well in time, but the problem is with the domestic fighters at the moment, you know, people like Groves and De Gale, in terms of their profile, they're not really maximising that, so they're not huge fights yet. If they were, you know, perhaps with another broadcaster or, you know, getting bigger viewing figures, that a fight between those kind of people and Carl Froch would be huge, but unfortunately it's not at the moment.
Finally, can I just have a prediction for the Carl Froch-Lucian Bute fight?
I'm going to go with a Carl Froch TKO 9. There you go. But expect a tough fight. And, you know, Bute is tricky. Bute is clever. But I need to see how composed he stays in this atmosphere, in this environment. And I think if he comes to fight Carl Froch, I think he's going to be in big trouble. You look at, you know, that his fight against Liberado Andrade in the 12th round when he was out cold. You know, go on YouTube his amateur fight with Gennady Golovkin when he was knocked out as an amateur. You know, he's got weaknesses. He's a great fighter, and he's tricky. But Carl and Rob have got a plan, and they've got to put the right plan together to make sure they get the job done and become a 3-time champion of the world.